Sir, in the last videos we covered very clearly so how to handle exceptions by using try catch. What is the control flow in try catch, right? Sir, now sometimes it's a common requirement to print exception information. Sir, I want to print exception information to the console. Which methods are there? Okay, just there are three methods are available. What is the first one, sir? Okay, print stack trace. What are the methods are? Can you please spell out? Print e dot print stack trace. Print stack trace. So this is one method which is available, right? Sir, sometimes we may go for e dot toString method also, or simply print SOP of e. Are you getting? SOP of e. Whenever we are trying to print any object reference, internally toString method will be called. So SOP of e or SOP of e dot toString. E dot toString. Both the things are always the same, sir. E or e dot toString. Sir, sometimes the people are going to follow this approach, or some people may follow sir system dot out dot println e dot get a message. Are you getting? E dot get message also. Okay, these are three ways to print exception information to the console. Can you please tell what is the first one? Simply you can call print stack trace. Second one, sir, your toString method, e dot toString. Third one, sir, e dot get message. Sir, what is the difference between these things? In which class these methods are available? These methods you can apply on any exception object, on any error object. That's why these methods are available inside Throwable class. Parent class, right? If the parent class contain, then automatically these methods are available for all child classes. That's why Throwable class contain three methods to print exception information to the console. What is the first one? Print stack trace. Second one, toString. Third one, get message method, right? Sir, what is the difference between these? I will explain with a small example. Don't worry about that. Sir, observe, just I'm taking class test. Here, public static void main method string array args. Public static void main string array args. Sir, now let me take a try block. Within the try block, I'm taking system.out.println 10/0. I know arithmetic exception will be raised. I want to print that arithmetic exception information to the console. Now have a look once, sir. Catch arithmetic exception. Sir, what is the first way, okay, to print exception information to the console? Can you please tell what is the first way, sir? E dot print stack trace. Are you getting? E dot print stack trace. This is the first way, sir. If you are using print stack trace method, how the output, how the display is going to be there? Very simple, sir. Name of exception, name of exception, and description of exception, followed by stack trace. Are you getting? Followed by stack trace. Okay, if you use print stack trace method, how the output will come, sir? Name of the exception colon description of exception followed by stack trace. Stack trace means in which method this exception riser, that method called by which method, complete stack trace by default you are going to get. Sir, now let me check up to this terminology, right? Have a look once, sir. Very simple. I don't want all these things. Let me comment all. Sir, same example, SOP of 10/0. E dot print stack trace I'm taking. Observe, same example. The code compiles fine. What is the answer we are going to get, sir? Do you know? Java.lang.arithmetic exception division by 0 yet test dot main. Okay, java.lang.arithmetic exception division by 0 yet test dot main line. Sir, if you observe that this is name of the exception, java.lang.arithmetic exception, colon description of the exception, division by 0, yet test.main, this is the stack trace. 3 parts are there. So if you want complete information about exception, then highly recommended you should go for what? Print stack trace method. Clear for all of you, right? First one. Son, I don't want complete information. I want only name of the exception and the description. I want only name of the exception and the description, sir. Sir, name of exception and the description I want. If you want only name and the description, then better to go for which concepts are better to go for toString method. Are you getting which method we require to go for? toString method, right? Let me comment this line. Let me comment this one. Now system.out.println is okay. Whenever we are trying to print any object reference internally, toString method will be called automatically. Now have a look once, sir. Name of the exception, java.lang.arithmetic exception, colon description division by 0. That's all. Stack trace won't be there. Remember. Now, sir, instead of this one, if you want, you can call e.toString method also explicitly. If I call to e or e.toString, both the things are always same. In this style, the output is going to come, sir. Clear for all of you, right? Let me cross check this behavior, sir. Observe carefully. If I can take SOP of e, sir. SOP of e. Just let me comment earlier line. I have only SOP of e. That's all. Only SOP of e. What is the output, sir? Here the code compiles fine. Yes. What is the answer we are getting? Are you here just the only name of the exception, description? Are you seeing the difference between earlier and now? This is earlier and this one is just now. So the difference is stack trace won't be there in the toString method. Observe that stack trace won't be there in the toString method. Now have a look. Sir, instead of e, if you can ask e.toString also. So whenever we are trying to print object reference, internally toString method will be called. So either this one or this one produces same output. You are going to see the same output 2 times. Observe carefully, right? Here what answer we are going to get? What the answer we are going to get is java.lang.arithmetic exception division by 0 like this. Any explanation is required? Friends, any explanation is required? All the things are very clear for you about the toString method, right? Now the next method, what is the third method we have is a getMessage method. Do you know what is the difference between getMessage and toString? Very simple, boss. I want only message. Description. I don't want a name of the exception. I don't want a stack trace. Just the only description. Sir, I want only description. If you want only description, better to go for getMessage method. Observe carefully, sir. Here system.out.println e.getMessage. getMessage directly only description we are going to get division by 0. That's what, sir, you should aware. Let me check this functionality also. Sir, I don't want all the remaining things, only last one I want. System.out.println e.getMessage. Are you getting e.getMessage? Like this I am taking, sir. Observe that. What the answer we are going to get? Only division by 0. Are you getting? Only division by 0. This is the description we are going to get. That's all. So total, how many methods are there to print exception information to the console? 3 methods are available. What the first ones are? printStackTrace. Second one, toString method. Third one, getMessage method. Sir, which method will provide more information? printStackTrace method. That's why default exception handler always going to use printStackTrace method to print exception information to the console. Whenever, if you are not handling any exception, by default output you are going to get exception information will be printed to the console by default exception handler. Default exception handler always follows this approach, means print stack trace. Any doubt? Friends, everyone got clearly right? Everyone got clearly about this concept? Okay, but here one small thing you have to aware, sir. It's a very common doubt in from my classroom students. Sir, here you are using SOP statement, but here you are using e.printStackTrace without SOP. Sir, SOP statements internally this printStackTrace method contain. That's why don't worry. But toString method, getMessage method returns a string. That string we are responsible to print by using SOP statements. Are you getting? But printStackTrace method, sir, internally contain print statements to print the messages to the console. Okay, these are various methods to print exception information to the console. Can you please tell all these methods present inside which class? Respond, man. All these methods present inside which class? Throwable class. If the throwable contain this method, automatically these methods by default available for all exception classes, error classes. That's why happily you can call this method on any exception object. It may be arithmetic, it may be null pointer, it may be class cast exception. On any exception object or error, happily you can call all these things. No syntactical mistake. Clear?